Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions 4. As you saw at the end of our last episode, we met with a little bit of tragedy here. The entire army of Surreal Beliefs was destroyed by the heretic evil forces of Satis, and are now retreating back to the safety of Enkidu Island. The only silver lining here is that they died on behalf of Ursula, so I know that their souls will go to heaven. Still, though, there's a bitter taste in my mouth, and I have started to look at things from a more defensive perspective, as now I fully understand the extent of Satis's power. I've got Batman here held up in this province. I've increased the defense to an unusually high 25. I also want to let you know that a magical site was discovered without any searching, so it must be level 0 site, and it's a maze, which provides 2 astral gems per turn. I've changed Batman a little bit. I have asked his troops to hold and attack rear. So what's going to happen is if this province is attacked, the province defense will stream up the middle, while my real troops will wait in the back and then try to attack the enemy from the rear and flank them. We'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, Surreal is running back here, and I have Ishkur here just hanging out because I'm recruiting some archers. I also raised the province defense here up to 25. In case they attack, I want Surreal to be protected, at least long enough so that he can get home. Reality has forced me to make some changes to my plans. I am now recruiting a Gudu to start getting some magic into my battlefields, and obviously more troops. Now you'll notice these buttons here. You can repeat the recruitment every turn, and the reason I haven't been doing that is because right now in the early stages of the game, my tactical needs, as you have just witnessed, tend to change from turn to turn, so there's no point in it. But once things settle down and I'm moving farther away from my capital, I have more fortresses, I can then set them to repeat recruitment, and that'll be a little easier and avoid some micromanagement. I've also changed my research priorities. I'm going away from Alteration 4. There's an Alteration 3 spell that I could use right now with a Nature Mage, so that's what I'm going to stay with for right now, and I'm going with Evocation to get to level 2, which will give me a spell that my Air Gurus can use, which is Lightning Bolt. Not a great spell, but it will help. And my Earth Mages at the same time won't be able to do much of anything, but that's okay. I have plans for them as well. Like I said, once I get to Evocation 2, I will go to Conjuration to get Summon Earth Power, and then I will get Blade Wind. So that's kind of where things are in terms of my research strategy. I've also decided to move 2 of my Salmes to the nearby provinces to build temples. Just because, as I mentioned earlier, fighting within my own dominion yields benefits, not only to Surreal in his strength, but to the morale of my units. You'll notice that down here, Batman is fighting not only in 1 enemy dominion, but 2. That's the strength of it. I'm sure it's Satis's dominion. So I'm just trying to push my dominion a little bit, and one way to do that is by building temples. Each temple helps push your dominion out, and also every 2 temples you buy gives you 1 bonus to your total dominion. Now you remember when I first set up Ursula, I set her up to have 6 dominion. So if I add 2 temples to that, it will up it to 7. One thing also you may notice is, though I have no scouts here, I'm able to see that Saromesha owns this province. The reason for this is because my dominion is in this province, and so when you push your dominion out, you also get better intelligence. I'm moving my sneaky bastards around, having them look in different places, explore new life and new civilizations, but for right now, I'm not going to talk about that too much. Alright, work on my fortress is going here, and I also discovered 1 extra level 1 site, a Lake of Reflection, Lake of Reflected Time here, which gives me 1 Astral Pearl. So now I'm getting a lot of Astral Pearls. Too bad I have no one to spend it. Ursula here is searching for magic sites. Let's go to the next turn and hope that we avoid any future debacles. Evocation is complete. Ursula has searched Sleepy Wolds for magic sites, but none was found. And Satis is attacking us in Obokte. I forget. Okay, this one. 11 province defense. Yeah. No way. And it's done. They've taken it away from us. They are humongous. 200 units. I mean, they're not the best units in the world, but they're not terrible either. Surreal, get home quickly. Ishkur. Let's give Surreal those bodyguards. Ishkur, I've been building the archers. I'm going to set them to him, and I'm just going to set to fire. Closest enemies. I could do fire and keep distance, but they're going to be protected from harm right away from the province defense. And if the province defense falls, really there's not much even keeping their distance is going to do for us. He's just going to hold and stay behind them. Okay, tragedy. Tragedy, tragedy, tragedy. She's here, so we could build our temple. She's here, so we could build our temple. And I'm actually not going to build this one here yet because I need to use that money to buy troops and mages. Okay, and Ursula has so far yielded nothing. And you can see here, when you look at a province, it'll tell you what sites you've searched for. You have 4 air, 4 earth, 5 nature. Let's get her over here. Okay, I'm going to leave him here. He's just supposed to spy on these guys. Oh, they built a fort here. Look at that. I want to check out this throne. This seems to be a pretty easy throne. It's not guarded by much of anything. Let's just keep exploring. Here's more Arco. So they've actually gone quite far over here. I seem to be falling behind, which is not looking so good for me. Oh, but Satis has problems. Here's Tirna Og on their other side. Hopefully they can draw some attention away from me. Although it looks like Satis is over here as well. My goodness, we are just not in good shape. Where's my... There he is, there's sneaky bastard. Okay, we're going to try this one more time. Hopefully he will not get killed by the province defense. I really want to get him over here. I don't need him to spy on these guys, because since I border them, I could really see what they're doing. That's really all I could do right now, so sadly enough, I'm going to have to end the turn. Okay, I'm at Evocation level 2, which is where I wanted to be. Agartha has a new prophet, an Oracle of Subterranean Waters. Okay. Kinese Plain. That's my other non-defended province. Wonderful. So I'm being shellacked here, ladies and gentlemen. This first Let's Play might turn into a Let's Lose, which I sincerely hope it will not, but you never know. Okay, here's where things get interesting. This is where I have my last-ditch defensive effort. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if Batman can pull this one off. He's faced tougher odds before. What in the world? Ictiid Warriors. Now, these are pretty unremarkable creatures that their only real benefit is that they are amphibious. They can fight on land and undersea. There's my province defense, soaking up the initial charge. And my real troops, as you can see, sneaking around from the back. Although, they didn't quite make it. But they are attacking the sides. Well, I think we're going to win this one, folks, but I am losing more men than I would deem appropriate, and there was some friendly fire there, which is certainly never a welcome issue. Why aren't you running? 13 morale? What do I have? 7. Oh, goodness. Oh, that almost turned into a tragedy itself. Okay. We lost nothing, though. Happy to hear that. Province defense, as I mentioned in an earlier video, will refresh completely after this, and they lost 51 guys. There was a battle in Smacia. Satis versus the neutrals. I don't really care. What are they bringing to 472 units, of which... Oh! This is the throne. Oh no. Oh no. Let's just look at it real quick to see the sorceress and what she was doing. But it looks like they now own this throne. Oh my, look at that army. Their prophet. And a lizard king. Both are holy 3. This guy's holy 4. He's taken a page out of my book. Oh no. And there's our sorceress. Wintha. She's got a ton of gems, and oh, look at those paths. Hopefully she can do something interesting. First thing she did was cast Air Shield to protect herself from arrows, which is not that helpful. Whoa. Oh, those are the Phantasmal Warriors. You can see how they're kind of fading in and out of existence. That means they're ethereal and very hard to hit. Although, as you can see here, the spears aren't having too much trouble hitting them. They're getting shafted. Let's speed this up a bit. Okay, well, that was a waste of magic power. You can see how Satis is using the line formation, which should lower the morale a little bit, but these guys have such high morale anyway that it's really not. And that chariot is just having its way with these little human troops. Okay, so she's not going to do anything exciting here. She's just going to keep casting those stupid little fireball spells. Okay, well, at least we have some unexpected events. Let's hope they're good ones. A wealth of magic gems were found. That's what I like. And that was in Darkwoods, which is our only owned land north of our island. So hopefully we can keep that. Old Man Mountains. We gained a lab and a gossamer cloth. Excellent. Excellent. Where's it? Okay. And what does the gossamer cloth do? If you want to look at your magical items, you look in your magic item treasury. F8, or you can click on it. A piece of cloth made from dreams and hopes. It is said that the Tuatha wear clothing made from gossamer, so they have the power of glamour. The gossamer cloth enables its wearer to cover his fellows in glamour and shadows, preventing them from being detected by enemy scouts. Up to 25 units are made invisible by the enchantment of the cloth. Okay, so this is kind of worthless. It's really good in a multiplayer game when you want to be sneaky and you don't want the other human players to know what you're doing. But in the game against the AI, there's really not much point to it. Okay, let's get her to build our temple. Ursula's going to search. Scribbleeves has finally made it back. He's going to come home. And we are now surrounded by the armies of Satis, and poor little Ishkur here is just having a heck of a time. More archers. I guess I didn't recruit them last turn. That was very intelligent of me. And look at this, 110 units. Oh boy. No defense though, so I'll keep Sneaky Bastard there. Here's Agartha's capital. It looks like they aren't doing too well. They are being attacked by Saromacia. And the neutrals. Oh man, they were attacked by neutrals. That's terrible. And there's Tirnog. I want to go north. See what's happening. He's going to stay here. Oh my. And he survived. 180. Celestial Masters. The Demi-Lich, that's their god. So a powerful death god. Let's get out of there before we get caught. Ooh boy. Okay. Batman, what are you going to do? Let's recruit some archers for you too, just so you have them there. Oh boy. Another Gudu. More troops. And that's that. Let's look at the... Alright, so I have one Earth and one Air Gudu. And we're going to change our research now to Conjuration, so I can get that Summon Earth Power spell. I can now cast Lightning Bolts, so the next time Surreal moves out, I'm going to take Nabu with him. And I don't like Nabu. How about Urgile? Urgile. There we go. He'll take Urgile with him. And Eric is just going to stay sitting in research for a turn, help out the effort that way until we have spells that he can conceivably use. We just need to protect this land right here until this castle gets built. Now she's here. She's just going to sit there. Alright, well, my time's almost up, so thanks for watching. Please leave comments, ask me any questions, or any suggestions. I would very much appreciate that. Have a great one, guys. Take care.